Hello, I'm Ana Santos from PT4U Portuguese Lessons Online. Welcome to one more video. We're still on the quest, trying to figure out how to survive. In this case, we're surviving in the restaurant. For sure, you never starve in Portugal. It's almost impossible to starve in Portugal, but just in case, my experience is when you try to order in Portuguese, people tend to be much nicer, and maybe you can find some cool things that usually we tend to keep for ourselves. Again, if you want to follow me, you have my Facebook page on PT4U Portuguese Lessons Online by Ana Santos. This is me. And on my website, pt4u.wordpress.com. And if, in case you have already some clues or you want to try, maybe you're bold enough, you have my podcast dedicated to Portuguese country, Portuguese villages and places in Portugal, where you can at the same time learn a little bit more about our culture, about our history, and always the idea of practicing your Portuguese. Today, what's the idea? Still inside the restaurant, let's ask for the menu. And what I prepared is always with please make sure that you've heard the last one, that is how you get inside the restaurant, and with some very basic structures that you can use in the restaurants. Of course, this is the main topic, but in many different cases. And I use the same structures today in a continuation mode. So what we have here today, this already showed up in the last video, this idea of the I or we would like. And again, just the pronunciation, just to repeat. Queria, when it's only you. Queríamos, where it's like we. And again, this we would like works for all the places. And this is, of course, probably you've heard quero, I want, but again, this is the polite way of asking for things. And you want to be polite in Portugal, for sure, because you're a nice person, of course. So, what can you use this for? So, queria, imagina, queria o menu. International. Queríamos o menu. And then these basic topics, then you can mix. Imagine, queria para entrada, queria para comer, queria para beber. So in this form, using the same structure, I think you can manage many things. Or imagine that you want to ask, what do they have? And again, o que tem, this is the pronunciation, o que tem, and then we can go back, imagine, o que tem para entrada, using the same structures, o que tem para comer, o que tem para beber. So only with these two basic structures you can practice, and if you go back, o que tem para almoçar, this is what you have for lunch, what you have for dinner, o que tem para jantar, or queria almoçar, lunch, queríamos jantar, to have dinner, always with these basic structures. And I know that what's next you can find many other places, but I decided to put it here because I try to introduce you small topics. Basic starters. And you find the starters usually always by default in the Portuguese restaurants. And what kind of, and you can send it back, and then in case you won't pay, if you let it on the table, then you pay. What usually is the traditional starters in Portugal? Of course, then we have the menus. Let's see. Entrada. O que tem para entrada? What you have, again, this structure. O que tem, let me go back. O que tem para entrada? And usually what you see on the table. Azeitonas, is olives. Azeitonas, see the Z. Azeitonas. Queijo. Queijo. Pão, with nasal. Pão. Manteiga. And then I put here two traditional things that one day, at least once, you must try. One for bread. And let's see how long you take. Tremoços. Tremoços is lupins that you have. It's similar to the English form that you have for chickpeas or something. It's that family, but it's named tremoços. And one day you must try caracóis. Caracóis is our Portuguese escargot, if you want to think in French, but they are small. Usually you find them during the summer in Portugal. Then what you have, let's see for main start. You have what you have, o que tem para prato principal, like main dish. And these are the four basic, and next week I promise I will go through deeper in this. Peixe, carne, marisco, and then vegetariano. For next week, already it is, I'll explain you how to ask for grill, boil, and also all those things. So again, peixe, open A, peixe, carne, marisco, vegetariano. Peixe, carne, marisco, vegetariano. The last thing for today, of course, if we eat, we must drink. And o que tem para beber? Água, sumo, and then if you want to go sumo de laranja, orange. So then we talk about what different fruits you can have. But the basic is sumo de, and then something. Vinho, and then vinho tinto ou branco. We'll go deeper next week, I promise. E cerveja. Also, many ways of ordering a cerveja, and next week I'll also talk about it. So next week I'll go deeper in every one of these situations. So I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned, especially only with these two basic structures. Again, teríamos, tem. You can basically ask everything in the restaurant for entradas, prato principal e bebidas. For more of these videos, of course, you already know I have two series at this moment, one regarding the sounds and one of these regarding Portuguese Survival Kit with these structures. You can find them on my YouTube channel and also via my website, pt4uwordpress.com. You can find the link. I hope you enjoy and have fun.